Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Ritz, and today I'm joined here with
Rez.
So as you read by the title, today we're going to be answering questions that we've been avoiding. So as you know, we do mukbangs all the time, we do Q&As all the time. A lot of the times we don't have time to answer some questions, and on top there are some questions that we don't feel comfortable to answer. But today we're going to be answering all the questions that we feel like we've been avoiding for a really long time, or we've asked for questions on our story for Q&A questions, and we picked out the questions that we feel like we always avoid because we don't feel comfortable to answer these questions. So today we're going to be answering all the questions that we've been avoiding for a really long time, so you guys can get the answer to these questions for all you nosy peoples. That's literally what Q&As are, it's for the nosy peoples. I really want to cut down on Q&As. I know we've done 2 in a row, including this video and the last video. I've talked to Rez, I want to cut down. I think this is lazy content. I want to put out the best content for you guys. I feel like Q&A is just lazy content, so really sorry, but this might be the last Q&A for a little bit of time, because I feel like I want to put out some proper content for you guys and not just sit down and answer questions. We got a bunch of questions that you guys asked. Not these aren't questions that we made up that we think that you guys want to ask. These are questions that you asked on our Instagram, and we just picked out the ones that we would normally not answer, the ones we would avoid. So let's get to the questions. First question, this was actually the first question like on Rez's Instagram. So the first question is, Rez, how comes you don't mention your father? So in our videos we always say my parents, and we always say Rez's mum. We never say Rez's parents or anything like that. So do you want to answer?
So the answer to that question, he is no longer in our life, so therefore I don't talk about him. I don't feel comfortable talking about him. Yeah, he's just not part of our life, so that's why he's never mentioned or anything like that. So yeah, that's that.
The next question is also a similar question. Is Rez's family not involved with her? She never talks about them, just an assumption. So I'm gonna say a little bit. I'm gonna say we always do talk about.
Sorry, what is that?
I don't know, what is that?
It's gone.
Okay, so I did wash my face this morning, I promise.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so we actually do talk about Rez's family, but you just...
Yeah, I've mentioned them before.
We've talked about how many siblings we have. We talk about our family all the time. I might talk about my family more because we used to live with my family.
No, my family just doesn't really come up in the question, to be honest. Nothing we can really say about them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Other than that they exist. So
I don't know.
They do exist. They are in our lives.
Yeah, we see them all the time. They're actively involved in our lives.
Yeah.
We see them all the time. We talk to them all the time, and there's nothing bad.
I talk to my mom every day.
Yeah. You speak to your mom more than I speak to my mom.
Definitely.
How many months have you got left of pregnancy? So this is a question kind of been avoiding. So
because it is none of your business, but it's okay, we will answer it today because it's nothing to hide as well. But like, it's just personal, and we haven't really thought the need to update everyone on exactly what stage we are, where we are, how it's happening, what's happening and stuff. I've got 1 more month left. I'm currently 8 months pregnant right now.
Yeah, so not much long left. Okay, so the next question is something we've been avoiding for a long time. When are you due? So a lot of people, they want to know when our due date is, because they also have a baby coming on the way, and they want to see if it falls on the same day. But whether it does or it doesn't, I don't think it makes a difference. I know it's exciting sometimes, but we don't want to say our exact due date because I feel like that's something we just want to keep to ourselves. It's not really personal, but I feel like even though we share our lives, that's something we want to keep personal. Just because we say a lot of things, that doesn't mean we want to say everything. So that's something we want to keep to ourselves. But we will say that our due date was supposed to be at the end of September, somewhere towards the end of September. We went for a scan yesterday, and they said that even though he's considered a very small baby, he has actually grown like quite a lot last week, or in the last week, so they are delaying the due date. So the time that he's supposed to be born, we said he's going to be born early. He's actually not going to be born early anymore. He's actually going to be born more later than we thought. Love your videos, thank you. Does Rez work?
We've actually answered this like 100
Yeah, we've answered this. I don't know why I put it under this category, but I feel like it's something that we just avoid because maybe it's because we already answered it. But yeah, do you want to answer?
No, I don't work. I'm a full-time housewife, full-time wife. The last time I worked was for a nikah time. I actually quit my job because it was in a different area and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't want to work there anymore as well, so that's also why I quit.
We did talk about Rez working. She did want to work at one stage, but if you guys saw our last house, it was literally like we lived in such an area that it wasn't even worth getting a job there.
I actually started looking for work and stuff like that. I even applied to a few places. The area that we were living in, there wasn't very much of an option for me, especially the traveling. It would have been very long.
Easy answer is no, Rez doesn't work at the moment. Will she in the future? Her choice.
I most likely will, yeah, but right now currently I'm not, and I haven't been for the past year either.
I think that too many Muslim men forget that their wife doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to work. Obviously, like, it's nice to have different sources of income in the family and stuff, but a lot of people, like a lot of Muslim people, like men, they forget that they don't have the work.
It's an option to work.
Yeah, it's an option.
Don't have to. There's no way he can force you to go work, and there's no way he can force you to stay home either.
So when the women don't work, it's an insecurity, or it affects them, and when the women earn too much more than them, they get affected. A lot of people. So at the end of the day, it is their choice. So Rez is choosing that, you know, she's gonna focus on our baby at the moment and stuff like that, and who knows what's gonna happen in the future. That's always an open book. Alhamdulillah, I get enough money to support us both and our family, and yeah, we have our own house. And
if he didn't, then I'd definitely force myself to work, only because I would want to help him out for a better lifestyle and stuff. But he earns enough, and I'm not a picky person. I'm not a person that goes to the salon to go get nails done every 2 weeks or anything like that. There's nothing that I need to pay for myself like that, you know. So
yeah,
you know,
so
it works out well for both of us.
If Rez was a high maintenance person, I would tell her to go to work to support her lifestyle, because
which is fair.
Yeah, as a married person, I only have to support her essentials, give her the essentials. If she wants a high maintenance lifestyle, I don't have to support that. If you want to do crazy things and spend crazy money, I don't have to support that. So yeah, anyway, I don't know why we went off topic that much. Okay, so the next question is your family supportive of your YouTube videos? Our family, all of them watch our YouTube videos.
We kind of answered this before as well.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay, but I feel like you see the next question, yeah. Okay, so our family do watch our videos. They like our videos. They watch our videos every time they come out. They're subscribed. My parents would prefer if I didn't do YouTube. They just don't see the point in it. But they used to always tell me, like, why are you sitting there eating spicy food? What is the point of all this? They don't understand. Obviously, they're more than double my age. They're from a different generation. Maybe they might not understand this kind of entertainment stuff. They might think like, what the hell is the point? And they think, just like other Asians think, like, let other people do it. Why do you need to do it? And yeah, they would prefer if I didn't do it, but they support it and they watch, they like, and you know, they keep up to date with it. But otherwise, they just would rather if I didn't do it and if we didn't do it. But you know, they know that I'm the type of person that if I want to do something, then there's no way anyone can stop me. And as long as I know I'm not doing anything like wrong, then you know, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, what about your family?
My family, they were okay with me doing it and him doing it, as long as his family were okay with it. So in the beginning there was a bit of a clash with it, and you know,
that's why we may have disappeared for 4 months.
Yeah, but we decided to go forward with it, and they're actually completely fine now. There's just them ones where you just gotta do what you gotta do,
it's the
and
Asian
let
clash.
let them realize by themselves that what you're doing isn't wrong, because obviously their mentality is different, their understanding is different, so they're not gonna understand what you're trying to do and why you're doing it.
Especially with the Asian mentality of what are people gonna think. So that's basically the that was the main problem, what people gonna think. Yeah, of course.
But now they watch, my family watch all the time. They make sure they like and they've subscribed, and
I mean they've always watched, but now they're like ready on it, you know?
Yeah, they fully support it. Like they want us to make a good earning out of it and stuff like that. Like, so yeah, they support it completely now. I'd say I would say that they definitely still do prefer us doing something else.
I know, they would prefer like if we had a choice between being poor and having a normal job and being a billionaire YouTuber, for example, they would prefer us to be poor and just do a normal job, basically, because that's just the way Asians think. They think, what's the point of all this, you know, just be a normal person. I feel like you should support your children's dreams. I feel like that's definitely something I'm going to focus on when we have children.
As long as it's not wrong.
As long as it's not wrong. You want to do something out of the normal. You want to be a football player. You want to do this, you want to do that. I think it's completely fine, because at the end of the day, if you don't love what you do, there's no point of living, basically. If you're trying to make a living, you gotta love what you're doing. Okay, so another question is, how much do you make off of YouTube? So that's a question we've been avoiding. Obviously I'm not going to tell you the exact amount, but obviously it's not enough for us to do YouTube full time. Otherwise I would have done it full time. A lot of people think like you get 1,000 views and suddenly like you get like £1,000 in your bank account or something like that.
I wish.
The next question is, what was your friends and family's reaction to you when you initially told them about your YouTube channel? Okay, so when I first told my friends that I'm making a YouTube channel, they found out through my social media I was promoting it, like subscribe to my YouTube channel. They were really surprised because I'm a proper like introverted person. I couldn't even talk before. I couldn't even hold a camera. I and them were probably thinking like, how the hell are you going to do this? You can't even talk to a person, let alone to a camera and hundreds of people. But obviously I've developed the confidence and everything to be able to do it. But yeah, they were really shocked. With my family, my two sisters knew, my older sister, my other sister. I don't know if my younger sister really knew. She probably had the idea and she probably knew it. They knew because I ordered a camera. I've ordered nearly like £1,000, like, no, more than £1,000 worth of equipment, like £2,000 worth of equipment. Just I bought a MacBook, I bought a camera. That's already £1.5 grand, and I bought so many things out of my own pocket. When I was working at the age of 18, I bought all of that stuff by myself. I funded it all by myself. But my sisters, they had an idea that I was doing YouTube, and I told them that I'm doing YouTube, and they were just like, oh, okay. And my parents never actually knew that I was doing YouTube. I was doing YouTube videos quietly in my room as far as I could, and then there's like this family neighbor who basically, they found my YouTube channel, they watched the videos, and they were a bit embarrassing back in the day, so obviously they were laughing, blah blah blah. Their mum went and told my mum like, oh, have you seen his YouTube? Obviously, like, there's always like a little like snitch in the area with a big mouth. So she came around and she basically told my mum, and my mum was confused, like, what are you on about? And then she asked my sister, did he put like some advert on YouTube or something? Like, they thought I put like some advert on YouTube, and like they didn't think I had a whole YouTube channel with videos. It was quite embarrassing because my videos back in the days were very useless. Was your parents happy with your marriage, with you being so young? So yes, my parents didn't mind. They felt like, even though I had an older sister and she's married right now, it was okay because I was 20 years old, and even though I was only 20 years old when I got married, I was financially stable enough to pay for so many things, and they knew that I would be able to support another person. Yeah, they were happy with me getting married even though I was only 20, and they saw like I could make it work. They
definitely would have preferred for us to get married a bit older
if we didn't find each other.
The reason why they accepted it and were happy with it was because they saw that I'm someone of their choice, that they wouldn't mind like you marrying us. If I was from a different culture, I think it would have been a different story. They definitely would have preferred to thingy a bit more, but they said yes to it for the right reasons, and like honestly that's the best thing a parent can do.
Yeah, a lot of parents nowadays, they think to themselves, well, my son and my daughter, they're still doing haram, they're in a relationship, but it's fine because they're not in a marriage. They won't ever get a divorce because they're not even married. They can do whatever they want, they can have their problems, because at the end of the day we won't get the embarrassment, the shorom in Bengali we call it, basically the embarrassment of if they get a divorce or anything like that. But they let their child go out there and do haram things, whereas my parents, they thought, well, we can't let them talk haramly, so we're going to make sure that they get married, and they made it right. So that was a really good thing, and I feel like that was out of something that normal Bengali people do. How long have you both known each other? In September, it's going to be, we've known each other for like 6 years. So we're coming up to Ritz and Red's 6 years with a baby on the way. So it's going to be 6 years with a family of 3.
We've been married for almost 2 years.
Yeah, so our Nikah anniversary is coming up also in September. So yeah. Next question, how did you both convince your parents for your wedding? So we didn't have to convince our parents for our wedding, they convinced us to have a wedding.
We approached them and said, look, we want to get married, we don't care if it's how it happens, we want it to be small, we want it to be simple. They're the ones that said they want a wedding.
Yeah, they said you have to have a wedding, you're the only son and we want to have a wedding. So I understood that straight away. Growing up, hearing them talking about weddings and how they want our wedding to be, I accepted it straight away. Like, I know it's going to be financially a lot more different than we wanted it, and I'm gonna have to step up to it. I was okay with it, but I would prefer if it didn't happen because I feel like it was very unnecessary. Whatever happened has happened. I can't cry about it my whole life, and it wasn't a bad experience. It was just, I would have rather just not spend that money on such a big haul.
The things that it went towards,
I would
we would have definitely done it different. It definitely would have been more fun if we planned it. I think if we were like at the age we are now, we would have been able to plan it a bit better and stuff.
Can we see a hijab tutorial? So why is this an avoided question? Do you want to answer this? Why do you always avoid this question?
I don't want to come across as a certain person just because of my answer and the way I think. I don't want people to start thinking, oh, she's so religious, blah blah blah, because I'm not, and I sin and I do so much stuff that's not right and stuff. But hijab tutorial is something that I wouldn't ever do, because I believe very, very strongly that if you're wearing the hijab, you need to wear it properly, and you need to be wearing it for the right reasons. You shouldn't just be wearing it because, you know, you slowly want to
style it. Even
the way I'm wearing it right now, I don't even know if it's acceptable or not, but I know that you shouldn't have a huge hump. I know that you shouldn't wear it in a way where you're exposing, like, you know, the parts that you're meant to be covering with a scarf, basically. So I don't believe in styling it. I do style it, like I wear it differently, you know. Sometimes I wear it like this, but I wouldn't ever put a tutorial out there, because I don't want people watching me and, you know, copying me, because that sin is gonna come fall on my head.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
I feel like them people, obviously not to judge, but them people online that they say like, this is a turban style, do it like this.
Yeah.
Obviously
you're basically encouraging people to wear it in the wrong way, which it will come and fall on you. But obviously I'm not going to judge people who do that. Some people find it hard to wear hijab normally. It's better to wear it than not wear it at all. Definitely.
I think that if you're on your journey still, and you, let's say for example, you're on your journey, you still have your neck showing, you still have your hair showing, obviously, you know, you're gonna slowly try your best to one day, inshallah, like do it properly, wear it properly. That's totally understandable. You're gonna better yourself one day. But I feel like to teach people the way when you know you're not fully there, I feel like it's just showing people like, you know, it's okay. You know, we're not here to judge. Everyone's on their journey. We're not saying we're perfect. I don't wear it perfectly. I style it still in probably ways that you're not allowed to, but like I said, I wouldn't ever make a tutorial out of it, because then people can watch me and copy me, and I don't want that on me, because that's like, I just don't want that on me, basically. So the last question is, how tall are you guys? So I don't know why this is an avoided question. We just always avoid it. No,
I think we just never get around to answering it, because it's just one of them questions.
It's just like like kind of basic. But anyway, I would say I'm not 6 foot, but
what the hell?
Wait, did it just go there?
I thought it was gonna drop.
Okay. What just happened? Okay, so I'm not 6 foot. I wouldn't say I'm 6 foot, but I'm between 5'10" and 6 foot, somewhere in there. I would like to say I'm 6 foot.
I think you're 5'10".
Yeah. Why? Why do you have to say that?
I think you are though.
I like to think I'm 6 foot.
Is there such thing as 5'11"?
Yeah.
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 Maybe you're 5'10.5" or something.
Yeah. I'd like to say I'm 6 foot, but I'm not. I'd like to say if I'm 5'11", because it makes me feel like I'm closer to 6 foot.
You're 6 foot with trainers on, I'd say.
That's not my height then.
Yeah, that's not your height, but he gets to 6 foot when you.
I'd say I'm probably 5'10.5", I'd say. Yeah. Accurately.
So with me, at first I thought I was 5'4", and then I found out I'm not 5'4". I'm 5'3.5" or something. Then I found out I'm 5'3", and then I found out recently that I'm apparently 5'2.5".
Did you shrink?
Or 5'2". I don't know if I shrunk or if I got it wrong the whole time. I don't know. I don't think I'm 5'2".
I don't think you're 5'2", but I wouldn't say you're 5'4".
But I think I'm 5'3.5". I think that's the thing I'd go with. The other day in the hospital. The other day in the hospital.
Don't cry.
Shut up, that's because you're a midget.
I'm told for
the other day when we went to the hospital and they measured me, they said that I'm 5'2.5".
So that's how I told you.
Are you sure? Like, no, but the lady seemed confused with what she was doing, so I don't believe it. I think that I'm 5'3.5", so let's just go with that.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching me this far. These are all the questions that we've been avoiding, or questions maybe we didn't get around to, or questions that we actually have been avoiding, like, oh, I don't feel comfortable answering this. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing us uncomfortable and answering all these questions for you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And as you know, at the end of every single video, we give a comment shout out to our favorite comment from the last video. So this video's comment shout out goes out to
Safa John.
Thank you for liking and commenting on the last video. If you want a comment shout out, leave a nice positive comment down below, and we might give you a comment shout out in the next video. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like below, because it helps us a lot. And anything, we'll see you guys next time. Rez is 5'1". Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time, and peace.
Girl, I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there. 'Cause everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more. Girl, I think I'm losing my mind. Try to go to work, but I lost track of time. 'Cause everyone keep looking like you.